What's up, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Toy Room Renovation right here on YouTube. I'm your host, Albert Albanese, and this is going to be another week of some pretty decent sized changes. So I've been taking stock of my toy room, and I've been deciding what's the best way to figure out how to expand the room with the collection. And I've made a decision that what I'm going to do is start taking apart the shelves behind me. So I'm going to take the Bret Hart shelf down. I'm going to put it on the other side underneath the Macho Man shelf. I know I don't have a lot of room for Macho Man stuff, but I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do for that particular issue when it comes to it, like a little bit further down the line. But I don't have like a ton of Macho Man stuff coming in. So I can kind of figure out ways to put it up where I have it now and then put the Bret Hart shelf down underneath there. I'm also going to be taking down the Raw and SmackDown women's shelves over here. And I'm going to actually be putting them above the WWE shelf. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, above the WWE shelf. That's the AEW shelves. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, is expanding the AEW shelves, because I need more. I need more space. I don't have enough room. So if I'm going to be, if I'm going to want to buy more AEW figures, I'm going to need the more room. So the idea now is to clear off all of this. Once I'm done clearing that off, the next step is to put the Bret Hart stuff back up. Then I'm going to put all the women, I'm going to then take down all the AEW stuff, put all the women up there, put the AEW stuff back up here, and then, figure out where I'm at in terms of spacing when it comes to everything after that. I think that if I'm right, I should have enough room for the Raw and SmackDown women on just the actual shelf where I have it, then I can do NXT and Legends right above it. So if I can get all that in, I'm in business. But the good thing is that I also have a couple purchases this week, and they are all female wrestlers. So I think that should be a really fun way to, being that I'm switching up my female wrestling shelf, be really cool that all the ones that came in at this point are all female wrestlers. So then let's get into my purchases. All right, so first up here, I have the Thunder Rosa AEW Jazzwares figure. Unfortunately, I did not get this one in the box because I actually got it from someone else. But this is still a sick figure to add into the women's division of the AEW collection that I'm building. Also, Jazzwares absolutely kills it when it comes to a lot of the stuff that they do, and when it comes to the deco hits and stuff like that on some of these figures, and when it comes to some of the extra stuff that you get, like this really sick headpiece that Thunder Rosa's wearing, AEW does a great job with stuff like that. So as you can see, Thunder Rosa looking great here. She's got the face paint. She's got the really cool gear. As you can see in the front, she's got her tattoos here. And then on the back, which is really cool, she's got, this really cool jacket thing, whatever you call it. I don't know what the technical name for it, but it says Thunder Rosa on the back, La Mera Mera. It's got the fringe on it. She looks awesome. This is a sick figure. Oh, I just knocked her crown off. But AEW does a great job with these figures, and I'm really glad to be adding this one into my collection. All right, and up next this week, I have Indy Hartwell, Series 134. First time in the line for Indy. Indy Hartwell is obviously a big missing piece in the collection right now. Her tag team partner Candice LeRae is now on SmackDown, so Indy can join her. So here we can see we've got, Indy comes with her super cool vest, which I love when they include stuff like that. Even on a basic, she comes with her vest. The face scan looks really good. The gear underneath, I'm going to have to, once we unbox this, which I'll do actually while we're doing this, we'll see what the gear looks like underneath. It's got the knee pads. It's the way, version of Indy Hartwell. So that's really cool that I actually have Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano from the way also. But as you can see, she came in a set with Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Shelton Benjamin, and Sami Zayn. Good company. Signature move, springboard elbow drop, and a slingshot rocket kick. She is a technician, according to the box here. But really cool photo of her on the back. Let's take a look. I want to take her out of the package real quick and see what she looks like. All right, so here we go. We got her out of the package. And let's see here. The gear is really cool. There's the scan. The gear is really cool. It's the Way logo on there. And on the back, which is even cooler, it's the Way logo, but it's in the Razor Ramon font. So this must be the pay-per-view where they all did their tribute gear. She's got the Way logos on her trunks and tights. She's got the Indie on the front. As you can see, there's the Way logo on the chest. She's got the Way logos on the knee pads. So I'm really happy to be adding this Indy Hartwell into the collection. Obviously, it looks like that this gear in and of itself was based off of the Scott Hall gear. So really cool to see that she's got her tribute gear on her figure. And I can't wait to put this up next to Candace on the SmackDown shelf. All right, and last but certainly not least is the Series 107 Cora Jade. First time in the line for Cora Jade, and she gets an elite, and a very cool elite at that. As you can see here, Cora's got her barbed wire looking gear on here. She comes with a backwards studded hat. She also comes with her own kendo stick, which is painted black like hers was during this point in her career. She's got the tattoo. She's got the cool hands. The gear is sick. Everything, the colors really pop on this. It's a great figure. Let's take a look at the back here, and you have NXT's resident mean girl showed her true colors after smashing her trademark skateboard over her former best friend and tag team partner Roxanne Perez. So as you can see, she's in the line with some heavy hitters here too: Otis, Finn Balor, Solo Sikoa, and The Undertaker, and then Grayson Waller, who's also a first time in the line, which we have that figure up on the shelf as well. But this Cora is super nice. I can't wait to get her opened up and put out with all the rest of the figures after I take down everything and put her in her new spot. All right, so the next step really is taking all of this down and then eventually then stacking it up and putting it where it needs to go, and then obviously I take the AEW stuff down and do the same. And normally I would do a time-lapse video to show you that process, but I don't have my tripod with me, so I can't actually put my phone on something in order to do that. So I'm just going to take them down and then show you what the final product looks like on everything. So I'm about to get started. All right, so first and foremost, here is our first look at the new women's shelf. So we have the SmackDown shelf starting off here. So you can see in the front are really more of the confirmed SmackDown superstars. And then Nia and Indy Hartwell in the back there. We've got Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. We have Tegan Knox and Mia Yim and Shotzi, and then our new Cora Jade on the end. Then over here is more of almost like a Legends kind of a shelf. So we have Stephanie McMahon there with Ronda Rousey, the Iconics, Alicia Fox, and Mandy Rose. And then we have the Raw shelf. So as you can see, we have Damage Control taking up the left-hand side over there. You really can't see, but Alexa Bliss is actually all the way in the back over there, just kind of chilling because we're not sure where she is. You have Raquel Rodriguez and Tamina and Nikki Cross there in the back as well. So this is, pretty good. I like that there's still room on these shelves, so I can still get some more up here as soon as we get some more SmackDown women onto these shelves. But as of right now, it looks really good. All right, and next we have the new and improved Bret the Hitman Hart shelf. So as you can see, this is a little bit lighter than the other one. There aren't as many figures, which is great because once WWE releases more Bret Hart figures, I can put some of them in here. The other thing is that it's a little bit lighter because I took a couple of figures out of here to put into the Hall of Champions shelf. Bret was a 5-time WWE, however you want to put it, champion. And I need 5 figures to represent Bret on that shelf. So now, as you can see, we got a little bit more room. So if I play around, you can probably tell. If I play around with a few more of these, I can definitely get like 2 or 3 more Brets onto this shelf. So it's a good start for Bret. It's a really good-looking collection. And I have so many Bret Hart figures. It's crazy. But I might be rearranging how I'm going to do this and put this onto 2 shelves at one point once I get a little bit more. So there's a lot more to come with that. Same thing with these machos. I mean, obviously, as you can see, the machos are really jam-packed in here. So I'm going to really have to figure out some other place for some of these other ones. But as of right now, this is looking pretty damn good. All right, and finally, the AEW shelves are up. So as you can see, there's a lot of room on a lot of them. The tag team shelf up here is a little bit crowded. This is pretty much the only one that's completely packed out. As you can see, we have SCU in the back. There's Kazarian. We have the Lucha Bros in the front. We have Pride and Powerful. We have Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. We have the Bucks in the front, Dustin in the back. We have FTR over here. And of course, all of Best Friends with Orange Cassidy. The Dark Order in the back. And then over here, we've got, some of the major, bigger players here in AEW on this shelf. And, this one over here is mostly the women's division, and then some of the guys who are no longer in AEW. And, of course, just this specialty CM Punk versus MJF figure pack, which deserves to be displayed with all of them. At the top, I decided to put Taz and JR, and I think I'm going to inevitably get Tony Schiavone and Excalibur to add up there. But that's the AEW section for right now, and I really like the way that it looks. All right, and that brings an end to today's episode. So this is a big one. A lot of rearranging going on. A couple of new figures that were, put up and put out. I think that this is giving me a little bit more room for both collections. And it's a step in the right direction in ensuring that when I get more stuff, I can kind of put it straight out. I already have 2 other AEW figures coming in. One of them may or may not go on the AEW shelf. It actually may go up here with JR and Taz because it's not... You'll see. It's coming in. But I have another one also coming in. So I'm slowly but surely adding to my AEW collection. I'm going to be adding to the WWE collection, the women's division collection, so that I have more room out there for them all makes a lot more sense. So the next thing is figuring out what comes next and how I'm making more room. And I have an idea of how I'm going to make some more room in the Hall of Champions shelf. I might be moving some things around to kind of make a little bit more room in there so that I can fit some more World Champions in there. There's a little bit of stuff in there that I want to redo anyway. Some other figures I kind of want to put in there. So that's probably going to be my next, bigger project. But the other thing is now just kind of figuring out where everything's going to go, how it's going to go, and what I can do to better ensure that all of these guys can eventually fit all out here. So we got a few more weeks left of this. I'm going to do my best to bring you as much as I possibly can, and then I'll be giving you updates as time goes on. So thank you guys as always for being here. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys next time.